Hi, what's up? We're going to talk about books again. Not really. This is a book tag. Can we just admire the color of this real quick? Yeah, me and Bill did that. That's right. I was tagged by Gentle Strength to do this tag video for BookTube. I know in my previous BookTube video, which was my first BookTube video, I said that the next one that I did was going to be a recommendations list, basically, by Joe Walker, which I'm still not going to get to that because I didn't want Jenny, who tagged me for this video, to have to wait for me to first make that video and then make this one as well. So I'm just going to go ahead and do the tag video, and then I'll make the recommendations video later. This is a currently reading tag. We're just going to get right to the questions. So, how many books do you usually read at once? I have always been a one book kind of girl my entire life. It wasn't until I met my husband that I started reading 2 books at once. I've always read only one book at once, but recently I have started reading more than one at once. So right now I'm reading about 2, and that's about as high as I've gone, is 2 books at once. Okay, next question. If you're reading more than one book at a time, how do you decide when to switch between the books, and do you read a certain amount of pages in each one? Whenever the mood strikes me. Literally, it just depends on what mood I'm in. If I'm getting really into one of the books, I usually won't pick up the other one then, especially if I'm getting towards the end of one of the books. I'll just continue reading that one until I finish it so that I don't get distracted by any other book. If I don't completely absorb myself in the book, I feel like I'm not getting as much out of the book as I could have, if you know what I mean. Do you ever switch bookmarks when you're partway through a book? No. I don't think I ever have, honestly. I don't usually even use official bookmarks. My method for bookmarking is anything I can find, basically. If there's any kind of paper anywhere near me, I'll just tear off a corner and I use that as a bookmark. I would like to start using actual bookmarks though, just because, you know, they have so many different ones and they're so cute and I just never use them. Funny story about the bookmarks though is that when I was reading, I think it was probably around the 6th or 7th Harry Potter book, I made my own little bookmark, and I know there's people out there who have not read the books or watched the movies, Jenny, so I will not give away any spoilers, but there's a certain character that I was becoming obsessed with, so I wrote like a little quote on this piece of paper and taped it all up and used that as a bookmark. And then when I was finished with the entire Harry Potter series, I taped that little bookmark that I made into my journal that I was using at the time, so I would have it forever. Where do you keep the books you're currently reading? I keep them wherever I read them last, which lately it has been at the foot of my bed. Yeah. What time of day do you spend the most time reading? At night. I've changed some over the years, and I've gotten into the habit of just reading before I go to bed. So currently, that's what I've been doing. I've just been reading before bed. Do you read hardcovers with a dust jacket on or off? Off. Every single time. How long do you typically read in one sitting? It depends. It depends on how much time I have. When I'm going to bed, I usually read for about 45 minutes to an hour. Okay, I have to stop with the accent. I can't do it. I'm not that good at it. Which position do you mainly use to read? Lately, like I said, I've just been laying down on my stomach because my book is at the end of my bed. So I just lay down and I pick it up and I read it. Probably my favorite position to read in the past has been just to sit cross-legged like this. I don't think I've ever actually officially read at a desk. I have so many normal answers for all of these questions. I don't know. Do you take the book you're currently reading everywhere you go? No, because anytime I leave somewhere, it's mainly just to go to work. I know I have free time at work on my lunch hour, but during that lunch hour, I spend it catching up on YouTube videos and working on YouTube videos and writing and stuff like that. I never read at work. How often do you update your progress in the book you're currently reading on Goodreads? I actually just got the Goodreads app. I don't know if it was like an actual website before, but once I started getting back into reading a lot and started doing the booktube videos, which was not that long ago, I looked for an app that had a way to track what you were reading. I had no idea Goodreads even existed. I had never even heard of it. Isn't that terrible? So when it comes to updating my progress, so thank goodness I actually have Goodreads so I know what everyone is talking about. Honestly, I update pretty much every single time I read because I like seeing the little thing filling up. Something that upsets me, I wanted to add some friends. I wanted to like search for people. I didn't realize they didn't have an option to just search for random people. You have to either add people from your contacts list off of your phone or off of Facebook. Am I ill-informed about this? Can you add people besides who are already on your friends list on Facebook or something? Because if you can only add those people, that upsets me. The last question is supposed to be tagging another person, but I don't, like I said, I'm really new to the booktube community, so I don't really have, what the fuck was that? Did you see that? It came right at me. Anyway, I don't really, I don't know anybody to tag. Jenny already tagged me. She's the only other person that I know of that does the booktube stuff. And she already did it. So now, the next time you see a booktube video from me, it is going to be my recommendations list. Not my recommendations to anyone else, although I would highly recommend these books. They were recommendations for me. So until next time, keep reading, keep watching, keep not putting G's on the end of your action. I don't know what the fuck I'm sorry I had no one to tag. If anybody wants to be tagged, you can just tag yourself. Jenny did it. Tag yourself. Answer the questions. Okay, well, I hope you enjoyed, even though it was probably really boring. Look for a bunch of my other videos because I'm uploading a lot. Either tomorrow or the next day. I think there's a spider on the wall. I'm so sick of these spiders. Oh my god. So sick of them.